Joe Biden doesn't think anybody but himself is worth anything. Himself and, maybe some close family members that can, dare I say, help make him some money. I mean, what was that about? I'm sorry, but you know what? You're the head of Ukraine policy, and you get your son out there taking a gig for $82,000. What was it? $83,000 a month. That was absolutely positively crazy over there in Ukraine. But we're not supposed to talk about that. No. I'll tell you what we can talk about. See the story today in the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal telling us that guess what? Social Security is going belly up, ladies and gentlemen. We got a few years here, but what's the year? 2035. I know it feels like they're always saying that, but really and truly, this is the year when the funds really do dry up. They don't have enough money to pay out. And so they got a couple of options ahead of them. They could cut benefits, but if they cut benefits, they'd have to do so by some 17%. Nobody's going to like that, right? That would be like a political hot potato. So I don't really foresee them doing that. So that's one of the options. Or they could simply have higher payroll taxes. That's another one of the options. Again, I don't see that actually working. And we know that when Bush tried to suggest even so much as just taking your Social Security money and putting it into your own Social Security fund, your own 401k, so to speak, everybody flipped out because nobody trusts individual investors to actually get it right. And so now we're in a situation where, we're on kind of a bad path. We're not going to have enough people paying into Social Security. Heck, all these kids that come out with all these debts, they don't have the money to pay in. I mean, they can barely pay anything themselves. They can't even pay back their debts. It's a huge problem. And so we're sort of upside down, and there are some things that you can do. I mean, I think ultimately what's going to happen is that they're going to try and just come up with a new sort of accounting measurement, or it's how it's a Ponzi scheme. Let's not kid ourselves. It is what it is. And you pay in, you think it's your money and you're going to get it back, but it's not really going to work that way. And I think that bottom line, it'll probably be there. I say probably because who the heck knows, right? It's one of the reasons why you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your family. It's why I keep saying you got to invest for yourself. Really, I'm not kidding. You've got to do your part. And it's one of the reasons I created 76 Research with my very good friend, Rob Horton. 76 Research is my baby. I had this idea with him. I kept saying it's not right that people are not getting sound advice. And they're being told a lot of stuff from sort of top down. And it's because, the big parent company has some kind of stake in an IPO or who knows what. And so they're spoon feeding it to their smaller investors and saying, you should do this, you should do that. But it's really not based on conflict-free research. It's loaded with conflicts. I mean, there is conflict-free research out there. It tends to cost tens of thousands of dollars a year, and a lot of these boutique investment firms and hedge funds subscribe to it. And so I know this research is out there, and I'm like, but wait a second. I mean, Rob is that caliber, and he's worked 20 plus years on Wall Street and managed billions of dollars and is a stock picker. And I'm like, well, wait a second. What if we could take that caliber of research and your ability to produce that, and we just do it on a larger scale for more people so that they can have access to the same ideas? And so this is why I created 76 Research, as a way to kind of equalize the playing field between, the smart, funny money hedge fund types and these boutique investment houses and everyday Americans. So in there, we have model portfolios for you. A model portfolio that's an income generating portfolio, a model portfolio that's an inflation protection portfolio, and a model portfolio that's all about growth, American success. So 3 portfolios for you to choose from. There's 10 to 15 stocks in there. We're pretty consistent. We try not to change them too much because I'm a big believer, as is Robin, sort of buy and hold. But that said, we know that everybody has different time horizons, and these particular portfolios, these are our first set, are really designed for people who don't want to get in and out of the market quickly, and also maybe don't have a ton of time. Right? Like if you're somebody who has 5 years, I mean, I looked and I said to Rob, look, I'm not 22 anymore. I mean, I'm taking my balance of nature and everything, right? But I'm not 22 anymore. And so I can't, even when I was 22, I can't stomach the downturn, right? In the market. Like nobody wants to get wiped out or see their investments cut in half. So the goal behind this kind of portfolio, the 3 that we've created, is really to be able to help protect you in the downturn, but also give you that upside when things are going better. So check it out. Look at the model portfolios at 76research.com. I am going to put it in the show notes. I actually think it is in the show description. So if you aren't sure, just go back and look in the show description and you'll find it there. Look, it's just important to do.